In today's video, I'll be drawing characters from the yet-to-be-released Mario Kart World in the expansive land of the Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and/or Tears of the Kingdom. With the approaching release of the Nintendo Switch 2, I wanted to celebrate the rich new entry title of this upcoming console's generation, while also paying homage to the legendary launch title for the current system. I dubbed this collection of illustrations Mario Kart of the Wild, incorporating Zelda's lush landscapes with Mario Kart's unique cast and vehicles. If this at all sounds interesting to you, please sit back, relax, and let's enjoy some comforting Nintendo art together. As for the characters I'll be choosing, I'll be focusing on new additions to the roster for this video only. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I went ahead and prepared this little spinning wheel of random Mario Kart World characters that lean toward the more obscure side. Let's give it a whirl. Alright, give me cow. I'll take dolphin. Oh, wait, actually, cow already? Let's go, cow. Okay, cow. This is literally the one I wanted the most, and we got it first. Let's go. Okay, cool. So now that we have our character, let's go ahead and get started on our piece. For this drawing, I ended up finding this really pretty screenshot of Link overlooking the dueling peaks around sunset. So I used that for my reference when illustrating the background. My goal for these pieces is to make the background and overall style clearly resemble that of Zelda. I chose to render the pieces in a more anime style, as it's what I've been drawing in lately. The flat color shading and sharp line art of the subject area, paired with the painterly detailed environments, give off those Studio Ghibli vibes that I love. When I first watched the trailer for Mario Kart World, I was enamored by the idea of being able to free roam. I don't know, it's just one of those things that gives me so much joy. Being able to drive off the actual track and into the setting around the main path seems so taboo for Mario, like something only doable in some PC ROM hack. Essentially what those YouTubers who make exploring out of bounds content do, except Nintendo did it themselves. Intentionally. Honestly, a wild idea, but I love them for doing it. Immediately though, my mind went to Zelda when they showed the characters accelerating through lush fields of grass. During the era of the Nintendo Switch, many series underwent Breath of the Wildification, if you will, as in applying that open world sandbox mechanic to previously more rigid and confined playstyles. I mean, on paper, it sort of makes sense for Nintendo to do this with Mario Kart if you look at their track record with other titles, but I don't know, it just seemed like, to me personally, they would never do it. To celebrate the fact that they went there and made that ambitious switch, here I am, drawing a cow in the middle of Hyrule Field on a radio bike? Honestly, I don't even know, but I love it. Mario Kart is one of my favorite multiplayer games I've ever played. My memories of it go all the way back to the Nintendo 64, racing with my brother. I can't believe how many years have gone by since then, but seeing the evolution of this series is something so special and makes me immensely happy. I really can't wait to get my hands on the Switch 2 and try out Mario Kart World, even if it costs me my right kidney. Kidding, kinda. So, here's Cal in my Breath of the Wild anime style all complete. I added some stickers and some accessories to their cart just to give them some personality and to sprinkle in some of my beloved Pikmin anywhere I can. If you enjoy this piece and would like a 4K digital download of it, Moo Moo Peaks is available for purchase on my Patreon in the description below, along with the other illustrations of this video. Alright, now that we finished this one, let's not lose this energy. Let's go ahead and drive on to the next piece. Time to select the next character for this illustration. I'm hoping for Conch-Door, Penguin, or Coin Coffer, because they're so goofy looking. Come on, and it's Nabbit.
Bruh.
Okay, you know what? I actually don't mind this. I enjoy this little guy, he's quite cute with his little purple ears. We can make this work. A lot of the times, I tend to start off my pieces with blocking out the background and then sketching the foreground after I have a solid idea of the composition. As you can see, I'm going straight in with color blocks to start to define the general layout of this piece. Can you guess what the background of this drawing is going to be? No, you're wrong. It's actually the depths from Tears of the Kingdom. The reference photo I used for this piece I actually took myself. When searching Google for pretty Breath of the Wild landscapes, there's only so many unique locations I could find. Plus, I knew if I wanted to get the best shot, I would have to take matters into my own hands. So I popped in Tears of the Kingdom and explored the depths until I came across a light route that had enough flat ground around it and an interesting rock formation encasing it, since I needed something in close proximity to the light route because I wanted to draw the light illuminating and reflecting off the said surfaces for my composition. As for Nabbit himself, I drew him driving the Bitty Buddy cart from Mario Kart 8, whilst lugging a sizable bag of coins. I struggled a bit with getting his hand proportions looking right, but I hope in the end it looks okay. I also turned the ground into a track itself. In my mind, instead of just having Nabbit exploring the world of Tears of the Kingdom in a free roam style, kind of like how I drew Cow in the first illustration, I took a different approach and sort of imagined there being an entire course hidden beneath Hyrule, occupying a large section of the depths. Maybe the light routes could serve as checkpoints of some sorts, in the style of the new knockout mode Mario Kart World is introducing. Imagine it though, a course driving in areas of complete darkness, being lit up by bright blooms, lava, and light routes. A twisted, vertically expansive track with lots of dark and alien-esque flora, ancient statues, Yiga hideouts, gloom-ridden terrain, hostile creatures like moblins and bokoblins shooting arrows at you, in a similar style to the Hammer Bros shown in the Mario Kart World trailer. Honestly, I think it would be such a fun idea. I would love for Nintendo to do something like this in the future, maybe possibly for DLC. I mean, it's not as far-fetched as it might sound. They already have one Zelda-themed level in Mario Kart 8, Hyrule Circuit, which features an outdated depiction of Hyrule. What better way to showcase Zelda in a new and fresh way, which highlights Tears of the Kingdom's unique topography. Okay, here's drawing number 2, Nabbit of the Depths, all complete. I went ahead and blurred the background a bit just to add a little bit more focus onto the character. Overall, I'm happy with the way this turned out, especially the contrasting, warm, and cool lighting. Let me know your thoughts on this piece and if you think a depths inspired track would be at all interesting. Alrighty, time for the last drawing of today's video. Alright, beautiful humans, it's time to choose the final character to draw for this vid. I'm still hoping for either Concord, Penguin, or Coin Coffer, please. Okay, let's go. Penguin for the win. I'm excited for this. I think Penguin will fit right into the composition I have thought up in my head. Let's get drawing, friends. Once again, I'm starting off with blocking in basic shapes and colors of the scene background. The reference photo I'm working from was also taken by yours truly. I had a lot of fun finding beauteous vistas around Hyrule, as I spent most of my time doing so anyway during my initial playthroughs of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Experienced players will recognize this spot instantly. I chose to draw the cozy pond of Satori Mountain. This location is a special one as it pays homage homage to the late Satoru Iwata, glowing an iridescent blue shine on certain nights. During these short time frames, one can find a spirit-like horse named the Lord of the Mountain, watching over an abundance of timid bluepies. It is said that the Lord of the Mountain is meant to symbolize the spirit of Satoru Iwata, who was the 4th president and chief executive officer of Nintendo from 2002 till his death in 2015. What a legend, may he rest in peace. When I first stumbled upon this mountain, the vibrant pink cherry tree immediately caught my attention. I knew I wanted to highlight this tree's beauty in my drawing, so I decided on a low-angle perspective, having the tree tower over the penguin as they gazed upon it in awe of its glowing charm. As for the Lord of the Mountain, I decided against featuring it in this drawing as I felt it might have detracted focus from the penguin, whom I wanted to be the main subject of the piece. Well, second to the cherry tree, that is. However, I ended up featuring some silent princess flowers brightening up the surrounding rocks and ledges, and a few fairies calmly floating about. The blue-purple color of the penguin really lended itself well to the color palette of this piece. So I'm really happy I was able to choose this little guy. With all the new characters being added to Mario Kart World, I really don't know who I'm going to main. Are you a penguin type of person? Or more of a Wario type of person? I feel like the two couldn't have more opposite vibes if they tried. No Wario hate, it's just an observation. Let me know who you're excited to play as in the comments below. Here's Satori Penguin Pond, all complete. I hope you enjoyed this piece. I tried to have a consistent styling throughout all 3 pieces today, but still trying to keep the lighting and composition interesting and unique feeling from each other. Well friends, that's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed yourself today, please don't forget to hit that like button and leave me a comment telling me what you're most excited for in regards to Mario Kart World. If you'd like to see what else I have in store, please consider subscribing and becoming a member of the Paracosm Party. My Patreon is linked below if you'd like a 4K digital download of all of the pieces featured today. Shout out to these lovely patrons and awesome YouTube channel members. You guys are amazing. I think that's all, friends. I apologize for my hiatus. I feel like I say that every video. I really do struggle with consistency. It's something I really want to work on going forward. Regardless, thanks for being here with me. If any of you even are at this point, I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember, the road may seem tough and scary, but as long as you can count on yourself to be there for you, you've got all the support you need. You can do this. See you next time, friend. With love, Paracosm.